So last week in our little message, we talked about gratitude and gratitude as being a state where we can receive more from our Father in heaven. So last week's challenge was about, not just expressing gratitude, but really feeling gratitude and feeling how it shifts us in the moment and opens up our heart. So this week we wanted to build on that and just pose this question here. So, the question is, how big is the gap between our experiences and the growth that we receive from them? And what I mean by this is that we often have challenging experiences in our lives. And after we get through the challenge, and as we look back on it and reflect upon it, we see the ways that that challenge benefited us. We see how it helped us to grow and improve. We see maybe other benefits, things that happened and came into our lives because of the challenge that were unexpected. So basically, for most of us, most of the time, we only see the good things or the growth that come from challenging experiences as we reflect on it and look back into the past. So there's a gap there between kind of when we experience things, and especially the difficult and challenging experiences, and when we are able to kind of see how it blessed us and how it benefited us, and to maybe feel some gratitude for that difficult event. So there's a gap. And what the idea I want to submit to you this week is that we can reduce that gap, that there's things that we can do to shorten and shorten and shorten that gap, so that very quickly after we have an experience that we might deem negative, we can see the blessings and the benefit and the good things from it and feel gratitude for that experience. And I think we can even retrain ourselves to the point that while we are going through a difficult experience, we can start to feel that gratitude and feel the blessings that come to us from the challenge, and that helps us to get through it and changes our perspective of it. So so the idea here is, what can we do to reduce that gap between experiences, challenging experiences, and feeling that they've blessed and benefited us, and feeling grateful for those experiences. And to talk about that, I wanted to just share a scripture here. This is from the Doctrine and Covenants 78, verse 19. And it says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye are little children, and ye have not as yet understood how great blessings the Father hath in his own hands and prepared for you. And ye cannot bear all things now. Nevertheless, be of good cheer, for I will lead you along. The kingdom is yours, and the blessings thereof are yours, and the riches of eternity are yours. And he who receiveth all things with thankfulness shall be made glorious, and the things of the earth shall be added unto him, even 100-fold, yea, more." Now, I love this scripture because one of the things it talks about here is just all the great blessings that our Father has for us, and that we should be of good cheer, and that all those blessings are ours. But I've long thought about this verse 19, where it says, "He who receiveth all things with thankfulness shall be made glorious." And I think that word "all" is really important here. That, it's easy to receive good things with thankfulness. But if we can train ourselves to receive everything with thankfulness, even the difficult things, even the sad things, or the hard things, or the things that we maybe don't really want, that if we can train ourselves to look at those things and to feel grateful for difficult experiences as they're happening, we will be made glorious. And I think that's what the Lord's saying here, is that everything we receive, everything in our lives, can be a blessing to us if we choose to see it that way, if we can choose to see it with that level of thankfulness and gratitude. And, like we talked about last week, not just expressing the gratitude, but really feeling the emotion of gratitude. So this week, I wanted to challenge you to think about something in your life that's difficult for you right now. And take a few minutes to ponder the ways that that difficult thing might actually be a blessing to you or might be helping you. So one thing that I like to do is just ask myself, well, why might my spirit actually want this challenging or difficult experience? What would my spirit want to learn from this? And then, every day this week, I challenge you to take a moment to feel gratitude for this difficult thing. And not just expressing it, but really feeling it, feeling grateful for the growth, feeling grateful for the compensatory blessings, feeling grateful for the help and assistance you receive from Father in heaven. And then just notice how taking time every day this week to be grateful for something difficult shifts your perspective and shifts your emotions. Pay attention to that because it will be there. And that's it for this week. So we'll have another challenge for you next week.